from this team.
Jacobs couldn't get a piece of that. Falls. Yates! Yates! The Orlando breakthrough!
I was just giving Natalie Jacobs so many props, and of course she makes that mistake. It was a really good ball between the fullback and the centre-back from Angelina, but this is all about Summer Yates for me. Look at the composure, the touch with the left foot to take it across and just bends it in that bottom right-hand corner. Jane Campbell has no chance, but I was so complimentary. It's not all about that. It's not Natalie Jacobs' fault entirely, because the ball needed to be stopped before it got to that position.
They've just been a little absent. Monahan pulls it in off her right foot, shoots, and she scores! Paige Monahan! Her first regular season tally with Utah. And it's the home side who leads. Tanaka's pressure initially, and then look at the ball by Tejada. The little separation here from Monahan. She senses Didasco backing up, and then utilize the wind when you can. Curls it around Didasco. Look at the bend on that. She goes in step, so it's coming, her foot's going from the inside through the outside of the ball right there, whipping it back, making it hard for Rowland to make the save at the near post. Griffiths into the box, puts it across, off Beattie, through the air now King. Griffiths over the back of Kundananji. Tanaka, and it's in! It bounces home for Utah, 2-0. Because here she comes centrally and it allows Griffith to go out wide. And then look at the work from Tanaka, just trying to keep herself alive. Clever touch here to get beyond King, which has been a task already this game. And when you play a ball like this across the back line, when players are running towards the goal, it doesn't matter who it goes off of. This time it goes off of Emily Menges, off of the outstretched arms of Kaylin Rowland. It's going to be an own goal, but Tanaka is going to celebrate with her teammates as her real first contribution. Hill serves it up. Kundananji header. Yes! Rachel Kundananji heads it home. It's a one-goal game. Hey, this is what they want to do. Build through possession, and then that late drop allows players to find and shift and get themselves in good spots. And it's Kundananji, who's playing as a second striker right now, who finds the space in between the outside back and the center back, all by her lonesome. Puts the ball away.
Those are the combination play, and one thing that Juan Carlos Amorós talked to us about.
Brunina's delivery, oh, and it's a goal! It's the opening goal of the game from Ella Stevens. Now it's Ella Stevens' 6th game of this goal of this campaign. And what a bonus she has been. Some big name signings were made in the off-season, and she perhaps snuck under the radar a little bit, but she really has delivered. Now, what have Portland Thorns got? Good play by Lavelle. Twinkle toes. Ryan gets another strike, and this time she puts it away against her former club.
She gets a few touches to be able to set herself up and then takes it so well into the corner, but it's slow defensively for Portland to step out. Well, what a shot that is. What a goal that is for Yasmin Ryan.
She's been threatening and she's been threatening, and that time they allowed her too much space.
Kristen Press continued to contribute more minutes.
Thompson in on goal, touches it around Sheridan. Thompson puts it away. Angel City jumps out to the 1-0 lead.
But it's this little outside of the foot pass here in behind. Maggie Doherty-Howard, Lundqvist can't collect, and that leaves the door open for Alyssa Thompson to take advantage of that little bobble. Gets around Kaylin Sheridan, who comes aggressively off her line, thinks the attacker is going to shoot there. Thompson with such exceptional close control, where Angel City is going to have to flood the box and fill the key areas.
Thompson cuts central, using her speed. Thompson in the 18, gets a little bit of space, fires a shot, and it goes through. Sheridan couldn't keep a hold of it.
Look at this work rate here. Quick turnover, Out to the outlet for Alyssa Thompson, who's in the wide channel and just takes off from midfield, dribbles, gets around Van Egmond, engages Wesley. Dahlkemper can't get pressure, takes a more central touch to find herself a bigger window and more opportunity in a central position, fires this one on frame, and that would be one that you would expect Kaylin Sheridan to make. But Alyssa Thompson off to the dream start for the youngster.
Thompson now with her first and second goals of the NWSL regular season here in just the first half of action between Angel City and San Diego. Anticipation building here. Sanchez service, header, put home! Abby Dahlkemper pulls one back for the home side, and the crowd goes
What
wild.
a beautiful ball from Maria Sanchez. This ball demanded an execution from Abby Dahlkemper.
On the bottom of her foot, right on cue. Malay into space, splits two defenders. To Balser, looking for a cross, back post, Kanu! How about that? A connection for the future, racing on the board. But this is how you get out of it. Look at the movement off the ball here from Balser to find this playmaking area of the field. If you can get here and find a cross, the odds of getting on the end of it are much higher. And Uchenna Kanu says, all right, you're not going to check me at the back post? I will happily pass this into the back of the net for my 5th of the year. Big time goal for Uchenna Kanu, but a good little glimpse at why Bethany Balser was brought over by Bev Yanez and the excitement that they have for the future and this playoff push. Not a lot of people get to be drafted into professional sports. Joseph into the 18, Ursay guarding. Jamise Joseph with no angle. My goodness. Chicago has looked dangerous. It has come through the foot of Jamise Joseph, and here Hawking dropping in, playing a false 9. It allows Joseph to then get a full head of steam, and somehow, some way, watch this angle. Her foot comes from outside the ball to in. She clips it up into the top netting, out of the reach of Katie Lund, and that's a hard thing to do. So much pace on it, and Joseph equals the score here, where Chicago have really not tested Lund at all, and that one she couldn't even get to. Contracts. DeGrande shoots, tucks it in the corner. What a response goal. Racing Louisville regains the lead. Right outside the outside backs, and it's through a transition moment. Good defensive posture. They win the first and the second ball, and then Fisher dishes here. Hannah Anderson with just one last step back. She drops her line, unfortunately, at the wrong time, and keeps DeGrande on, and DeGrande makes Chicago pay. That is a perfect finish. Far post netting, tucks it in, and regains the lead just minutes after the game gets tied. DeGrande says, no, not here at home. I do better next time. Fisher turns, goes, Nair meets. Kayla Fisher gets around Alyssa Nair, and she tallies. All smiles in Louisville. Here, they pick the pass off, and then it's a one-touch ball in transition. Look at all the players who touch the ball. It's Ari Borges to Flint, and then Fisher does the work. She's on the half turn on the back line, so then she can get to the next touch around Alyssa Nair, and then somehow slips it in the back of the net. Great work from Fisher, her first of the year in regular season, and what a way to do it. A little cherry on top here for Racing Louisville at home. Santos on the ball now. Paige Mateer driving forward, taking the space. She blows past Wheeler. Or Claire Hutton, rather. Still Mateer. Mateer takes it herself. Near post. Mateer makes it 1-0 for the Spirits.
It keeps it low. Really, A.D. French should be doing better in this moment. Yes, she's looking one way, comes back across, but needs to be getting something on that. Well done from Mateer to be able to break that first line of pressure, sees the space, goes herself, bypasses a number of players, and defensively, Kansas City Current will be disappointed in that aspect to allow the right back of the Washington Spirit to be able to cover that much ground and then put them up 1-0 here at home. First goal, so important. Yeah, I mean, this is an important game. We talk about it feeling like a new season. You want to get off. There's a poor pass. Easy pickoff for Bethune.
Here comes Corey Bethune playing it through to Saar. Saar gets the shot off. Saar makes it 2. With that goal, the Spirit now have 14 multi-goal games, which ties Kansas City for that number. Again, the similarities between these two teams are endless, but on the day so far, Corey, just 16 minutes in, it has been all Washington Spirit. We'll hold that thought for just a second here as here come Washington Spirit. Trinity Rodman, back post! Rodman makes it 3 for the Spirit. And she is feeling good coming off of Olympic gold.
So this is one area that they have done incredibly well throughout the season, not just this game, is finding the wide areas, is finding the extra player, and then getting isolated 1v1. And yes, that's a little bit of a gift because it does go off of Wheeler's leg, but we see Trinity Rodman time and time again get faced up in these positions. She has one thing on her mind, to go to goal, cuts back, gets it on her left foot. There's a little deflection because it's a late challenge to try to get something on it from Wheeler. That's unsavable from an AD Francis, top corner. Columbia.
A nice ball through. Here comes Shawinga. Shawinga! Kansas City have pulled one back, and Shawinga has her 13th goal of the season.
We're really just against the run of play. Even if she's defending, you can see the position she's taken up, and just in between the two center backs, then gets on the wrong side of Boutel. Never going to miss from this position, just toe pokes it. Life of an attacker, doesn't need to get a good look on it, just whatever she can. And I love that little quick release from Shawinga. Gets a pass at Kingsbury at the last second. She's in a good position in this set because I don't think she expects it to come so quickly with the amount of numbers and defenders around her. 3 against 1.
Andy Sullivan from the near side touchline sends it in long. Headed away by Cook. Ball across, and that ball is in! Lacey Santos scores in her NWSL regular season debut. The Spirit lead 4-1.
This game put to bed immediately just with that response. They concede earlier to Shawinga, but then bounce back with their substitutes, create some more energy and even more separation in this scoreline. And really, from the opening whistle, Al, execution of the game plan, energy with the press.
Ball high, headed, and off the post, it's in! Emery Adames finds a way, using every bit of the post. The goalkeeper doesn't matter. The 18-year-old honoring her hero on Rapinoe's night.
Story we showed that at halftime, Jen, of Adames and Megan Rapinoe when Adames was just a kid, and now to score this goal, what a header. It seemed to take an eternity for it to go into the back of the net. It looked like Casey Murphy was going to get a touch. It's such a good ball in, and it's a fantastic header from Adames, and I think Laura Hartley will be so delighted. She made those substitutions. It looked like Casey Murphy, it came back off the post, and I think the Seattle Reign deserved that in the second half. With the substitutions that were made, it's a fantastic ball into the box and a great finish. And I love the celebration from Adames doing the Megan Rapinoe celebration. It's such a great story.
Rapinoe loves it.